Women in Art. Amrita Sher-Gil. Amrita Sher-Gil was one of the most innovative and avant-garde artists of her time. Born to an aristocratic Indian father and a Hungarian Jewish mother, Sher-Gil grew up with attachments to both of these cultures. She was born in Budapest, and during her childhood her family spent time in Hungary, India, and Italy. Having expressed an interest in art from her earliest years, she went on to attend the École des Beaux-Arts in Paris. Afterward, she decided to make her home in India. She was quoted as saying, "Europe is for Picasso, India is for me." She threw herself into depicting the people and the culture of her chosen homeland. Her art style developed over time, reflecting the many different influences that touched her life. Let's take a look at the truly extraordinary works of Amrita Sher-Gil. Early in her career, while she was studying at the École des Beaux-Arts, Amrita Sher-Gil created numerous self-portraits. This early self-portrait, created in 1930, would set the tone for much of the rest of her life and expresses her personality particularly well. In it, we can see the artist smiling brilliantly at the viewer. She casually leans forward, a pose suggesting familiarity and friendship. Her long, thick hair hangs loose down her back, and her neck and arms are bedecked in beads and jewelry. She also appears to be wearing bright red lipstick and color on her cheeks. This visual imagery conveys to the viewer that the artist is a free spirit, unafraid to make her own decisions and unafraid to express her inner and external beauty to the world. This air of confidence and sensuality seems to have been a true representation of Sher-Gil's personality, as she is known to have made fearless decisions about her life and sexuality, regardless of whether her family and society approved or not. You can see this painting, along with all the other works that will be discussed in this lesson, at the National Gallery of Modern Art in New Delhi, India. In 1934, a few years after the creation of this self-portrait, Sher-Gil would settle in India. One early but extremely important work of art Sher-Gil created while she was there was the painting Three Girls, which she completed in 1935. Here, she depicts a group of young girls who appear to be steeling themselves for an unknown event. It is unclear what this event was meant to be, but some scholars have suggested it could be related to arranged marriages for the three young girls. It is evident that it will have a major impact on their lives. For instance, the young girl in pink, who is farthest from the viewer, looks at the ground, her lips pursed with anger and frustration at her helplessness in the situation. The young girl in turquoise rests her hands in her lap, a patient expression on her face. Similarly, the young girl in red stares ahead in quiet acceptance. It is easy to empathize with these young girls, who face what is to come with quiet courage. Sher-Gil's vivid illustrations of their differing expressions make it easy to feel as if we are in the room with them, providing a vivid snapshot into the lives of young girls living in India during the 1930s. With this and many other works of art, Sher-Gil seems to have accomplished her goal of sympathetically portraying the lives of ordinary Indian men and women, while at the same time critiquing the society in which these individuals lived. While Sher-Gil's self-portrait of 1930 and her painting Three Girls strongly feel grounded in a sense of reality, some of the artist's later works would boldly focus on shape, color, and pattern. These emphases can be seen in her painting Two Elephants, which the artist completed in 1940. Like Three Girls, there is not a distinguishable background, only a flat expanse of color behind the subjects of the painting. The elephants themselves appear flat as well. Instead of highly emphasizing realistic details of the elephants, such as skin texture and color, Sher-Gil depicts them in mandarin red and black, with their trunks being dotted in black spots. Even the eyes of the elephants are rendered in bright mandarin red. Only their tusks, which are painted white, remain true to the way elephants appear in real life. Through this imagery, Sher-Gil creates a vibrant, energetic work of art, in which figures are defined by the artist's unique and innovative use of color. While Sher-Gil devoted much of her career to depicting the people and scenery of India, she did return to Hungary to create art as well. This painting, Winter, was created in 1939, on one of her final visits to Hungary before her untimely death in 1941. Similar to Two Elephants, this painting is mainly comprised of flat images. Trees and telephone poles rise up towards the sky in flat, thick, dark lines. The snow is illustrated through wide expanses of the color white. Nevertheless, Sher-Gil does create a sense of perspective here, as indicated through the slowly receding images of trees, train tracks, and telephone poles, as well as the small cottage in the background. Through this imagery, Winter retains the boldness that came to define the art of Amrita Sher-Gil, but at the same time encapsulates the landscape of a setting very different from India. In this way, Sher-Gil demonstrates through her art that she understood the cultures of both her parents and excelled at depicting them. Sadly, Amrita Sher-Gil died at the age of 28 years old. Her death was sudden and unexpected, and has left unanswered the question of what future work she would have created. Although her career was cut off so soon, the works of art that she created made a lasting mark, and her works of art have been designated as national art treasures by the government of India.